Yes, sir. What's good, YouTube universe? And we here in Fizzleman Pigs Lounge. This is the lounge where we actually talk and discuss about things of the game, but also we here to pick, as this Fizzleman Pigs Lounge, the New England Patriots to take this W against the Kansas City Chiefs. And yes, I would like to all welcome you to Madden Stars Wildcard Weekend. This is the last game of the first day of Wildcard Weekend, and we got a big one going down. We have the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. We like to do in Madden Stars, we like to talk about real life and in the game. So in real life, if y'all don't know, I think y'all do know, the Kansas City Chiefs made it all the way to the Super Bowl but lost to the Buccaneers. And then go for the Patriots, they actually didn't make it to the playoffs, as they here right here. And that means the Chiefs got some high hopes to still conquer if they don't lose this game to the New England Patriots, who is a better version of the New England Patriots. More Cam Newton. Cam Newton was hurt, so I think more Cam Newton will probably help out. And yes, if you don't know Madden Stars, I'm in the NFC AFC East. That's the division with the Patriots, Dolphins, Bills, and the Jets. That's where I resign. As my player, I created a player. He's one of these guys, low key. You feel me? Highlighted player, we call them in Madden Stars. And yeah, we don't really like the Patriots, but I could say is because of Cam Newton. That's why we're going with the Patriots. Yes, sir. That's why. And let me go more with story time for you guys, as we like to compare real life and Madden Stars together. Kansas City Chiefs and the Patriots played in real life earlier this season, and as well in Madden Stars. So earlier this season, this game matchup, they actually pretty much the same type of jerseys, just in real life they didn't play again. And like I said, the Chiefs beat the Patriots that time in real life. But in Madden Stars, same game earlier this season, the Patriots took the W. Close game, big game. We'll see if the Chiefs can beat the Patriots, or the Patriots gonna beat the Chiefs. And like that, let's get into this game. And remember, like I said, I don't really too much care for the Patriots and nor the Chiefs. So at the end of the day, I don't really care for their records in real life or any such. But the Chiefs is a better team in real life, as I peep the record, than here, and you're gonna see just a while. And then the Patriots, of course, is better here than real life. Yeah, they had a way better record, and the Patriots had a way better record than real life. And like that, let's get into this game matchup. Cam Newton get the dub.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. As we'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage, as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Jameer Byrd on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And what an offseason and run-up to the idea that Cam Newton would be the starting quarterback in New England for the longest time. It didn't seem possible. And then he signed and quickly took over, became the starting quarterback.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And how about Patrick Mahomes trying the process of winning back-to-back Super Bowls? And here's the first step. Just getting back to the playoffs is difficult for a team that just won the Super Bowl. He's led his team back. Another scintillating season, a tremendous player, and his team rallies around him. He may have to win one more game in the playoffs this year in order to get a second ring, but he believes he's up to the task, as is his team.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete. Goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Nicole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Butker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Demir Bird returning it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And, you know, a lot of talk about these 2 versus 7 games this year in the playoffs, something that we've never had before. And this, one of now 6 games on Wild Card weekend. But, you know, we've seen the 6 seed in the past make a run, Charles, so why not the number 7 seed?
And I'm still getting used to hearing 2 versus 7. You know, it's still taking me a little bit of time to get comfortable with it, but that's a great point that you just made. 6 seeds have made big runs in the playoffs, have run themselves all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't think there's much difference between a 6 and a 7.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And of course, you know, you wondered who would be that team this year to get the number 2 seed, because remember, as we all know in the past, they'd be home on the couch right now getting ready for the divisional round.
That is an excellent point. Instead now, they're playing for their playoff lives, and they can't worry about the idea that, well, in the past, we wouldn't be playing this weekend. The bottom line is, as the number 2 seed, you do have to play. The good thing, you have the home field advantage. They need to go ahead and play to that level.
And you just know that before the season, they were like everybody else thinking, oh, 7 playoff teams, yeah, add an extra one. That sounds great. And then you find out, oh, wait, we're the number 2 seed that has a disadvantage. Not as happy right now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Bird now ready to return it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Patriots.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. From the gun, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the Patriots 1st down.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
operating from the gun. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. This will be the 8th play of the throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Patriots 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And now here comes Kansas City. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lawrence Guy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. after the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton, catch is made by Harry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 40.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Michelle. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Taken down right
on the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Gain on the play.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this underneath to Michelle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Patriots 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground is Michelle.
Michelle again the ball.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
Nick
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he returns this to the 22.
on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Devin McCourty brings him down.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
from the 27. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Chiefs. Now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
from the gun. Newton, and this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, but now it's third down. Third down. Operating from the gun. Newton out to his left. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Newton on first down. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. It's third down. On third down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively.
Guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Oh, that's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He was there to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he floated one out there incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
40 there defensive.
Now here's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Mahomes firing complete and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
So that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. They'll run with Michelle, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Got a man open. That's Harry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's going to have a first down here, as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Newton on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And Folk's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Chiefs 28, Patriots 13.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns matching up against the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Hardman on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, nice move. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 45 on second down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tano Passanio. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
KC's offense ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Williams.
33-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Williams.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Catch is made by Harry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A play fake to Michel. Now Newton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Patriots.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line.
For Kansas City Chiefs.
So from inside the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Incomplete. It leads to
on 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's good for a
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
To 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 4-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, it's Williams, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
It's a gain of 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
now Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Kansas City.
They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25.
45. Patriots 20.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to keep it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Come on. 53 the mic.
Now a first down throw for Newton.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
44 the mic. 44 the mic. Check.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. It's now 2nd and throwing again. Newton steps away. He'll try and Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He'll give this to Bell.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had on as the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Newton to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add. to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. On first down, Newton got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now Newton on first down. His throw incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw again. Newton. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Newton throwing again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.